This video will demonstrate SEL's Synchrowave Central software as applied to the NASPI 2014 Oscillation Test Case number 1. For our purposes, we're looking at the frequency difference between the north and the south station PMUs. This signal is further normalized by the standard deviation of the ambient signal. This scaled signal is then passed to the modal analysis engine and the alarms processor. Our modal analysis is accomplished through a total least squares algorithm. Unlike Prony analysis, total least squares doesn't tend to overestimate the damping when applied to ambient data. So during the ambient data, we will generally tend to see both positive and negative modal damping with a mean of 0. This display is configured as a general overview. In the top right, you can see the clock icon, green, indicating we're in real-time mode. We also have the basic modal analysis display showing the colored dots representing our modal frequencies overlaid with the gray curve for our modal analysis input signal. The map in the upper left shows a representative voltage magnitude contour. You'll see oscillations visible here in a moment. At the bottom of the screen is a chart showing the raw PMU frequency measurements. Here you can see the beginning of the second ring down event. You can see the MA dots are highlighted in red and yellow, indicating potential modes of concern. You can also see that the alarms panel to the right indicates two indicators in the yellow alert status. Switching to the modal analysis alert view, we've overlaid the alarm red and the alert yellow thresholds over the input signal. Now I can click on the alarm indicator to show additional information. Here you can see that the input signal asserted due to a low less than -15 standard deviations. At this point, I can either clear the event or I can jump to the event. We'll clear this one, and for the east-west mode, we'll go ahead and jump to that event. And you can see this is where the east-west mode exceeded the high alert of 15 standard deviations. This screen is configured for detailed post-event analysis. I can highlight one of the modes on this chart, and it will show highlighted on the other three charts as well, if I want to compare frequency versus damping ratio, frequency versus log amplitude, or damping ratio versus log amplitude. Similarly, I can highlight the mid-frequency mode and the low-frequency mode. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see the clock icon is gray. I'm going to click on it to bring it to green, bringing us back to real-time mode. Now we're going to add some signals to recreate the modal analysis alarm threshold plot from the previous screen. Now we'll perform a more in-depth analysis of one of the ring down events. Notice that we are in historical mode due to the gray clock in the upper right-hand corner, and we're going to zoom in on the first ring down event. I can highlight each mode individually to see the frequency, amplitude, damping coefficient, and damping ratio of that mode. The summary information for the 5 ring down events are shown as follows. These are the modes, frequency, and damping ratio for the low frequency modes for each of the 5 events, for the mid-frequency modes, and for the high-frequency modes.